Am I audible now, sir?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Nice.
So let me know till what time we can wait for others, and otherwise we can start off.
Like, I think we can
Time
wait for
right now
five
is
more
about
minutes.
8:05 or something.
Yes, sir.
8:04. Yeah. So let me know. I will give for a few more minutes to join in. In the
Yes, sir.
meantime, I would like to interact with all of you. So that's the reason I am trying to talk to each one of you. And interestingly, I could see a lot of guys from civil. I myself was a civil engineer. I'm still a civil engineer. So yeah. Hey, John. John got dropped off. Oh yeah. Okay. So cool. So you guys are very busy nowadays, right? Lot of exams, lot of things. Okay. Abdul, Abdul. Okay. Somebody just joined with the name Triple E. Who's that? Okay. Thank you, Sanand Santosh, for answering that. That you have a lot of exams. I mean, exams are coming up and things like that. Yeah. Thank you, Sanand Santosh. Yeah. Thank you. No issues. No issues. Good to interact. Yeah. Hi, Imran. Imran, can you hear us? So let's start off. Let's value the time who have come in time. So let's start off. So I hope you guys were told what is the agenda of the meeting today. Can anybody tell what was the purpose of the reason why you guys have joined? What was told to you for you guys to join now? Can any of you? Okay. So Induleka. So you have joined the meeting. So what was told to you that what was the purpose of the meeting today in the Leka? I will have to pick up the names if you guys are waiting for somebody else to answer. Oh, there are other folks also. I think have joined in YouTube. Hey guys who are on YouTube, I think you can uh, join in through Zoom. That would be great actually. So that I would like to interact with each one of you. That will be great, interaction with all of you. So if you guys can kindly get onto the Zoom if that's possible. Otherwise, it's fine with continuing with YouTube. So let me set the contest up. So the reason why we have catched up or requested all of you to join is to first thing to understand what is this right now happening in the campus because okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Varun. I'm a 2005 2001 to 2005 civil engineering passed out from NIT, of course NIT Calicut. I hail from Andhra, a place called Kuntur. And post my engineering, so during campus, I have I've been through 4 years, lot of good and bad times in the campus. But the 4 years of my time, I feel, it was one of the best times of my life. Even I passed out in 2005. This is 2020. So even after 15 years, I still realize that NIT Calicut, the time in NIT Calicut was one of the best times in my life. The reason why it is best time, because it helped me to transform myself into, from a budding cocoon to a butterfly types. So I could, it's sort of nirvana, or it's sort of you know a platform wherein I could discover myself. And I have a, and then that helped me, the campus helped me to bring clarity in my life. So I was with many clubs, I was with a lot of things. I was a placement coordinator. And one of the best placements which we have done for civil engineering for that year, or in till the history of NIT Calicut, we have done it. So so that actually made me a lot of things made me learn a lot of things. I have interacted with a lot of companies, a lot of HRs, a lot of recruiters, and then that gave me also confidence. And then I moved on. Then through campus placements, I got placed in Simplex. And then after Simplex, so of course a lot of exciting jobs I have done. So Simplex is like, middle of the sea. We are supposed to drill the sea beds for building a bridge in the sea. And then I was with Shoba for quite some time. And then I was with Burj Khalifa in Dubai. I was just telling Abdul that I was also working in Dubai. So yeah. And then I came back, did my, and then I tried writing, getting into good B schools, but I couldn't get that year. So I joined LNT. LNT was amazing stint I had with LNT. Was to design oil and gas rig platforms. And then I got into IIM Kozhikode. Then I went into through I from IIM Kozhikode campus. Uh, yeah. So exciting. Then the 2 years of IIM Kozhikode was also amazing. And through after IIM Kozhikode, I got placed in Hewlett Packard. Then right now, then I moved on from Hewlett Packard to a company in Gujarat, where I was also designing ports. And then right now I'm with in Gujarat I was working for Government of India, Ministry of Shipping. Now I'm working with state government of Karnataka. And then I was part of the team where we doing a digital transformation for the whole state. And bringing Bangalore to a global platform, wherein a lot of companies who wants to come and set up businesses in India, to make their lives easier. So what all reforms has to be brought by the government, so that you can increase the inward investments of the country. So a lot of exciting jobs I've been through. But still, NIT Calicut still remains the one of the major milestones uh, in my career, or in my life as such. So and then being thankful and grateful with to NIT Calicut, we always wanted to give back something back to the campus. So come something back to our juniors, or the coming batches. The things what we have missed, or the things which we could have also have got it, so that we would have, which we could give them back, or what we have missed, so that the juniors or the coming batches would be helpful. And then things have a lot of what is this called, times have changed, and the scenarios have changed. And 15 years is actually is not a big time, but things are moving quite fast. And even corona actually made the complete industry baffled up with a lot of new innovations. Of course, bad times were there. A lot of people have been struggling and suffering. But if you see the positive side of it, things have been a lot of new innovations have come up. A lot of adoption has been industry has adopted a lot of new methods and new innovations on that. So we want to bring back all that to the students so that students get benefited for many reasons. Before going to that, see guys, I would like to interact with each one of you. So how do we go forward? Narayan, how do we go forward? I would like to interact. Teja, hi Teja. So I will pick a few random names in case if you see, I would like to have interact. I was telling that we would like to have interaction with all of you. In case if you guys wants other to speak, then I may have to pick the names. Is that okay? Again, okay. So Teja, you're there. Okay. So have you guys have how many of you have guys have attended what do you call that skillcraft campus to corporate program? How many of you guys have attended?
I'm there, sir.
You were
I
there.
attend.
Yeah. Alan,
I
were
think
you
also.
there? Yeah, Alan typed. I think Alan also has a problem with audio. I think so. Thanks, Alan. So, Alan, I just wanted to know if anybody of you can give you feedback. How was it? What do you guys? What was your take homes during that 2 hours? You have 1.5 hours which you have spent out of it. If any of you who has attended can share the feedback to others, that also will be great for those who have not attended. Okay, there's a poll now. So you guys can give polls. Yeah, cool. Wow. There's 50-50, half of it. 8 people have said attended, 8 have some not attended. 9 and 8. 9 and 9. Oh, cool. Cool. 10 and 9. Cool. Fine. So I think half of them have not attended. So whatever I understand from the poll. So then we will, I'll run through the slides now. We will not take much of your time. So the agenda, okay, so the agenda of today's next half an hour, 15, 20 minutes is that we are coming up with a program called Skillcraft Placement League. So in this program, what we wanted is that what we want to help students is to take them through a place simulation of placement process, right from written test, group discussion, and your PI personal interviews, and how are we taking it up and why it is important. So I'll just share my uh, slides. Just give me a minute. Screen share. Yeah. Let me know, you guys, when you see the screen. Yeah. You guys can see the screen. Okay. Guys, you can speak. You need not type. Those who are audios are good. You guys can speak. I would love to hear all of you. Yeah, please. Oops. 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 Okay. Fine. So for those who does not know skillcraft is actually, a lot of passed outs of NIT Calicut. We as a forum, as a community, we got together, and then we want to give back. As I told you that we would like to give back to the campus. So we have formed about a 40 alum have formed together and formed this team. And uh, we would like to help students to have a 360-degree approach, in the sense we want students to become better in all the areas of their life, in professional, personal, and then even the technical. The reason why it is because when we are interacting with HR, and even there was a quote of Narayana Murthy saying that out of the the engineering students who are passing out every year, not even 40% of them are employable. I heard that recently there was an assessment sent by Ministry of Human Resource. I think it's compulsory employability assessment. So yeah, some of the students were telling me that there is a compulsory test for assessing the employability. The reason being is that a lot of companies are complaining, saying that not students all of them are employable, or not all of them are immediately not accessible for taking up to the projects. A lot of companies gives 6 months to 1 year training, to groom them in all aspects. And then if you see that critical transition age between 18 to 21, 22 is a very critical, both not only in professional but also in personal skills as well. It is said that I was also this is also told to me by one of our seniors only, maybe about 85 or 88 NIT Calicut senior, who was working in Hewlett Packard. Now he is running his own company. So during our alum interactions in Bangalore, so he was telling me that we ourselves are the bottlenecks for our growth. I repeat, we ourselves are bottlenecks of our own growth. Means our our growth is directly proportional to our capabilities. So if our capabilities are not enhanced, so that unenhanced or if we can enhance our capabilities, our growth also can be proportional to our enhancement of our capabilities. So that's what he was telling me. So I felt it very important, very nice. So we also want to help students in every manner, because when you can enhance your internal capabilities, that will reflect on your professional as well as your technical uh, goals. So these are the some of the courses which been offering and helping students. And in personal, I just want to rush through, I don't want to get it done. So this is also one of the important aspect of the team, what we want to do. So we would like to help students to get connected to the industry. The reason being is that there is a huge gap between what industry wants and what is being taught in the campus, or campus, predominantly more of a theoretical approach, whereas in industry it's more of a practical approach. Out of the 4 or 64 subjects what you go through, you hardly use maybe about 5 to 10 subjects. And but they the sub and then in that also they expect you to go much more deeply. So that is a practical expectation from the industry. So to help that, to make understand every student, to or for every student to understand what industry is expecting, we wanted to help students in terms of internships, in terms of live projects, and in terms of industry interactions. So I will come to that again little later. Fine. So yeah, so this is what today we wanted to do, that we would like to do a simulation process for a placements. What? So this is, anyway, everybody knows that all the three stage process. Most of the companies prefer 3 stages. Some of the companies may not have a group discussion, but directly they will. Some of the companies, I don't know how it is right now. Do all companies do the written test nowadays?
Yes, sir. Most probably they.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, good. So can any one of you tell me why the written test is done? Why written tests are done?
First to test our technical ability.
Uh-huh. So Chandana, you are from which
So
branch?
aptitude. I'm from civil.
Yeah, you told me. So you're civil, right? Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Chandana, please.
Like they want to screen out the students.
They want to screen out the students for what?
Like there will be a more than a 500 applicants. They want only 100 members to interview. In that,
Okay.
by
So
written, by
what
conducting written
is so
testing.
why what is that is fine, but okay, I got your point. So you're saying that screening can become easier if you do a written test. That is
Yeah,
fine.
yes, sir.
And Chandana, what was your point?
My point is that the first thing when they take, like in interview, they'll get to know about our communication skills and everything.
Uh-huh.
But in written test, like they'll get to know foremost like the technical skills of our
Okay. Got your point.
and aptitude.
And anybody else would like to add on that to Chandana and Danya? Okay. Thank you, Chandana and Danya.
Sir,
So,
maybe.
yeah, please go ahead. Who's that?
Yeah, this is Kiran, sir, actually.
Hi,
Uh,
Kiran.
ta-
You are from which branch,
yeah,
Kiran?
from IPS, sir, Electrical Department.
Okay, electrical.
Electrical.
What is the IPN? What is that?
IPS, sir, Industrial Power and Automation.
Oh, your MTech, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kiran, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. They'll test our time and pressure management skills, I think.
Okay, cool. You're right. So all three of you, right? So, but predominantly, what do they test in the written test is that how is your thought process going on? What is your logical reasoning? If you see nowadays, in Google recently, they are not even recruiting what do you call that graduates. Are you guys aware of it? Or for example, the famous Bill Gates or someone. Bill Gates is a college dropped out. Do you know that? Or even Hewlett Packard,
Yeah.
which I was working, they're all college dropped outs. And even Steve Jobs was a college dropped out. So they understood. See, degrees are all very important, no doubt about it. But what is also important is the thinking process, or what is your ability to think or ability to solve a problem. So those things they would love to analyze. So that is the reason where written test is done, and then those abilities are can be developed. It's just that you have to practice thinking. So in IM also, what they teach structured thinking. In IM they don't help you to solve the problem. In sense, they don't give solution to the problems. They will help you to design a framework to solve the problems. So that's where it was taught to us. So here they, in the written test, what they see in the students is that how well they are able to analyze and approach the problem. So that's where they do that. So along with that, we also would like to get into technical tests required based on the requirements or based on the type, and then we will squeeze in. And then the duration we thought we will put the test is about 60 to 90 minutes. And then, okay, now you tell me. So what is that they're looking for group discussion? Now Danya and Chandana and Kiran has answered. So I would like others to, you know, give up their viewpoints. Want to answer the what is that? I know recruiter and HR will look at during group discussions.
Sir, can I say?
Yeah, please, Shiva.
So they want to look at how we interact with the others and how we take points from others and how we deliver it to the panel. And yeah, that's about it. That's the main thing I think they look for.
So you're saying that, how do we interact with others? How do we drive our points, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it. 2 points. What else? Thanks, Shiva. Who else is answering now? Hello? Yeah, Sai, please.
Yes, sir. I think they will look after how are we thinking? How is our thinking process? We given different situations. During a group discussion, how are you thinking, and how are you able to understand the other opinion also?
True. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Thanks, Sai. Anybody else would like to answer? Okay. Indrajit Roy has, thanks Indrajit. I'm not able to see all the comments. And teamwork is what Indrajit said. Thanks, Indrajit. Sanant was saying that in GD, the 4 C's can be seen. Okay, what are the 4 C's, Sanant? Okay, I think fine. So you guys are right. So predominantly they see your communication skills, your how do you drive the point, and how do you structure your thought process as connected as you were studying also during the GD, during the written test, and how your convincing skills. For example, if you are in front of the client and you are taking a product. So at the end of the day, it's all selling. Whether you get into technical, whether you go into managerial skills, it's all about selling. If somebody is going to technical, what does the technical guy does is he will sell a solution. If I am a software guy, I will be able to sell a solution. If I am not a software guy, if I am an engineer, for example, we have civil engineers here in the call today. So I will design a particular a structure, a building, or a dam or something. So how do I sell a solution? So in the same way, in the group discussion, they'll see how do you able to convince others. So that's also a skill which has to be developed. So in our program, and then the third point we have of course in the interviews. 1 minute. Okay, fine. Okay. So guys, so this is the program which we actually are trying to, and then we're trying to help students to get into the simulation of 3-stage process. The last process, of course, everybody knows, personal interviews. So you can guys tell me what all they will look at during personal interviews.
Our confidence.
Okay.
Then our ideas.
Okay. Thanks, Indileka. Anybody else?
Thought process while answering the questions.
Thought process while answering the question. Who's that?
Lakshman.
Thanks, Lakshman.
How a person can handle stress.
Okay. Cool.
Hello. Patience.
Yeah, Nilesh.
Sir, they will give different situation and they will watch how we are reacting to that.
True. Very much true. Somebody else is speaking. Their voice is not audible. Who was that? Thanks, Nilesh. Anyway, I got your Nilesh. Who's next? I'm sorry. I'm not able to hear. Who's that? Sorry, I'm not able to hear. Can you just drop in your this thing in the comment section? We will do that. And anybody else?
Yes, sir. How we present ourselves in before them.
Cool. How we present ourselves in front of them. Cool. So all of them are right. So what? So it's not. See, all these questions does not have a perfect answer or the only right answer. All of you guys, with whatever the exposure what you have said, is all right. So in interviews, what they see is, of course, the answers we have got is confidence. You know, how we present. How do you handle the pressure? They will give you scenarios. How do you perform? And so the typical in an interview in an MBA is that they give a pen and say, you sell in the you pay sell this pen, or sell me this coffee. Also, so all about how do you handle it, as simple as that. Handle yourself in the interview. So the reason again, I'm telling the reason why they look at these things, because when you will be sent to the client, how do you handle the client? How do you, understand the client's problem statement, and how do you come up and convince them to give them a solution? So if in the interview, if we blabber, blah, 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 or not able to talk, are not able to, what you call that, put your points up to the client. So we will, the company will lose a project itself. There are a lot of scenarios where, people is the one which drives. So most of us will be working in future in service industry, and of course percentage of manufacturing and all that is coming down, and percentage of jobs in service industry will be more and more. So all service industry is all about convincing and driving the points. So this needs practice. So that's where we have come up with skill craft placement rig solution, wherein we want students to go through this process as early as possible. So there's always, there is always what you call that, say Cat 69 sort of question, saying that a hen is before, or egg is before, or a seed is first, or the tree is first, or something. The same way. So there's always a Cat 69. So is the leader made or the leader born? So in that way, can we also develop that confidence, or is it already inbuilt in a person? Can you guys, anybody answer that? My question, I repeat, so a person is a person has got a lot of confidence. Is it just by birth, or is it can be developed?
What I feel is that the confidence is there within, but
okay.
It depends on how you get it out. Like,
okay,
if you are able to, like, few people will be able to show it out, or some others may not. So it depends.
Cool, got it. It's already within, it has to be brought out, right? Anybody else can answer?
Confidence will come with the situations, experience, exactly.
Danya has nailed it.
And
yes, Danya.
What are the situations we have undergone in past?
Yeah, got it. Anybody else? Guys, this is a very important question. I think everybody can answer. Who else?
Sir, I think confidence is gained through exposure.
Right. One is experience and one is exposure, and then the other is confidence is within. Okay, what next? I think somebody is chat message. It need to be developed. I don't know. There's a name called IMP to everyone. It's need to be developed, sir. By birth, everyone comes with the same potentialities. Okay. And Sanand saying that confidence can be developed. It depends on the situation and effort put in. Okay. Got it. So all are right. See, the point here is that I like the actually Danya's point. I mean, I'm not saying the others are wrong. What Danya's point is that confidence is like experience, and Shiva was telling exposure. And then the other guys are also saying the similar point, saying that, for example, if you have traveled in one road and you travel that in 10 times, the 11th time you automatically, unconsciously, subconsciously, you will travel it. For the first time, if you're traveling it, you will not be confident. So in the same way, we put in lot of hard work for all throughout the 4 years. 64 courses we go through it. And in between, some of the guys were saying that it's a continuous evaluation process now. So every day it's counts. So every day, some assignment or something. So you put in a lot of effort you put in. And then our result is one of the major milestones in life is our first placement. And how do we handle it is very critical. So all these 64 subjects, there will be a lot of emphasis in the campus by the campus. But how do we present it to the corporate is not so much emphasis is given. For example, 2 water bottles, I'm giving a lame example. Both are manufactured in the same bottling factory, but one is being designed amazingly good looking, good, nice packed, and one is like normally packed. Water inside is maybe the both are same, but the one nicely packed will be priced quite high. If you see, there's a bottle called Himalaya water, right? It is 60 rupees per liter. The other water bottle you can get for 10 rupees, 15 rupees per liter. It's all about not just the stuff which we have, we should also learn how to package it and present it for for better results. So that is the reason this is one of the program which we would love to do it for students in such a way that they will learn how to present themselves. That is one. Second, a lot of things as for example, and then the second thing is the feedback. So how do we know what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong? Till we go to a first interview, till we finish our interview, even after finishing interview, if we, when we come back and we came to know that we couldn't get through, we feel very bad and we are still not sure that what went wrong. Where is that? Which areas I need to improve? So some of the HRs honestly suggest saying that, okay, boss, okay, dude, this is the places where you are good at. This is the reasons where we could not get impressed. Whereas most of the HRs will not even give feedback, saying that they don't have so much time to give you feedback, or they come in the morning, they fly in, they fly out by evening. So the whole process will be done in a day. So they will not have so much time. So how do we know that? Where did we, what was the reason where we, screwed up? One of my first interview in IIM also, I screwed up because of some wrong answers. So that, I lost opportunity because of that. That was a Deloitte for a management consulting role. So that's the reason. So once we do this process, we will understand saying that, what you call that, okay, this is where in GD I have done once, twice, thrice. Okay, this is where I'm doing right. This is where I'm doing wrong. So I need to develop these areas. And okay, this is the interview. Okay, these are the questions I will be asked by the eminent people from in that industry. And okay, this is where I'm doing good at it. This is where I need to improve. So we will be giving feedback mechanism at every stage of the process. For example, before GD, we will have a session and we will be telling you what all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Okay, this is how the best practices. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer, but we call it as best practices will be, this is how it should be behaving, or this is how we conduct ourselves during our group discussion. And before the interview process starts off, we'll have a workshop on resume building as well as interviews, how interviews to be done, the do's and don'ts of the interviews. So the whole package, and this is all done by, most of them will be the panelists both in GD and in the interview. We will have a panelist by most of them by NIT Calicut, or some of my friends who have come forward from IIM Kozhikode. They're working in all very good companies. They will be part of their interview panel. All will be done very professionally by all of them. So these are the, oops, 1 minute, the slide got struck. Yeah. So what my point is that if we are all well prepared, then there will be a very less chances for us to lose the opportunity. Once the opportunity comes, let's hit it. Let's do the bullseye. So that is the reason, if we all prepared pretty well, if we all keep learning and developing the skills where we need to, the area of development, and package ourselves better for a better job. And first job always makes a huge difference. Of course, that's not a be all and end all of it, but first job always makes a difference. The second thing is that we will try to make sure that once you start interacting with the seniors, you will be assigned to one of the seniors and you will be mentored by him, under him or her, further till you pass out or till you get placed, whatever, till wherever. Even during after campus also, see, I am still with being mentored by senior of 2001 passed out. I'm 2005 passed out. There's a 5 years gap, and I have not even interacted with him during the campus, but still I take guidance from him. Even 2 days back I spoke to him. He was actually saying that there's a job opening in my organization. Do you like to apply? So networking is very, very, very important. The asset of any organization is networking. Harvard, Stanford, right now my colleague was studying in ISB. I studied in IMK. So, the network, right now I'm working with E&Y. So I got a job referral through, through my E&Y network, through IMK network. Or right now I'm shifting to the next job with KPMG. That's through networking. So networking is very, very important. So it's better to, we will connect you onto one of the seniors to have as your mentor. And anytime you can call them up. Of course, you have to prior, you need to check whether the guy or he or she is free, and then schedule a timeline, and then you can talk to them. And then again, I was telling you that we will have internships. In a sense, last year, I think we have done about 10-15 internships. Harsha, we are right. Harsha, you're there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Harsha is one of the around 10-15 internships I think we have done. And Harsha got an opportunity to do internship in DRDO, Ministry of Finance, DRDO, through our alum contacts. And he also has done internship in Toyota. So the reason and internship is very important because I was just telling you that we need to have clarity before we pitch in or before we go ahead in our careers. So will I be, for example, I'm telling you, a mechanical guy. Should I get into, manufacturing, or should I get into, designing or consulting, or should I get into sales? So how do you know which one would be better? So after campus, we will try one job for 2 years. No, I didn't like this. Then we will try over the second job. No, I didn't like this. Instead of course, there are a lot of people do that. That's nothing wrong in it. What I'm saying, the earlier is better. In management, we have concept called informed decisions. We take decisions not by chance. We take decisions by choice. Choice in the sense, to take decisions by choice, you need to be aware that what is right, or what do I like it. Okay, this is where how industry looks. Okay, this is how the work culture, or this is this is the type of work which I get. So this work actually fascinates me. Oh, I am not liking this type of job. So that's the reason I always recommend students to do a compulsory internship after second year as well as after third year. So you will get two months of opportunities to interact with two different industries, so that you will get aware what is in what you it fascinates you and what it doesn't fascinate you. And with this accumulated knowledge, you can do much better in during interviews. Say, sir, I have done this. I like this. This is where I have contributed. This is the project which I have done, and this is the extra learnings I have done. This is the outcomes which I have done. Based on it, this is the implementation which the company has done. So that clarity is what interviewers look at. That is the one which gives you confidence. Confidence, or something doesn't. It's not artificial. It develops over the period of exposure, experience, and things like that. So this is what the program we are doing. If somebody else does the same program, it will outside people cost about 5,000 or something. Here, see, our Skillcraft team doesn't work for money, not required. We all very well settled, and we don't work for money. But still, some maintenance charges, or if something is given for free, nobody values it. So we are keeping a nominal amount about 499 or 500 rupees, something like that is a nominal amount, wherein you will be going through written tests, a workshop on GD and a GD process, a workshop on resume building, and interviews, and there will be interview panels about and then of course I was told that you guys are very busy, so mostly by month end we'll have GD, and we will have interviews post your exams. So about I was told that you guys have, when is your semester ending? Guys, anybody can help me understand?
Sir, like by December, sir.
December.
December 24th.
December
Okay.
24th.
So we'll have interviews process happens after December during your 15 days break or something. Will that all be okay for you guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So, yeah.
Yes,
So,
Sir, for
yeah.
MTech, they have scheduled a semester in January, I think, second week.
Okay. Fine. So we will schedule the interviews based on your availability only. That should not be a problem. Based on your availability and interview availability. But I'm telling you, interview can happen in the night also. Around late evening, night in the sense, late evening around 9, 9:30, 10, whatever. And this is exactly replication of the process. You should come in formals. You should come up with your CV. You have to prepare for the interview, and there is no taking things lightly. We are all, see, the interviewers who are taking interviews are all working professionals. They're having a lot of busy schedules, but still they are willing to come and give out time for us, because it is the students' benefit. They will not get any benefit out of it, the interviewers. It is that they would like to add value back to the campus, back to the society. So they will be giving their own time to help students in all these areas. And then you can reach out to interviews after that, and then of course after every interview will be given a feedback saying that this is what I was expecting, this is what you have done very well, this is the areas where you should develop. So that clarity will be given in both the stages of your GD as well as your interview. So that is actually one of the key concepts. Of course, after that, we will give a report saying that this is what, for example, in written test, we have benchmarking based on the, we have developed an app or application wherein we have benchmarked what is the industry expectations, or, what should be your minimum mark you need to get in all the areas of your written test, and based on that, where do you stand? And in the same way, where do you stand in the areas? We have every GD has got 5 components that you will be judged. We'll share it that in our pre-placement talk. And there are 7 or 8 components which we will be evaluated in terms of your personal interviews. So those things also will be shared with you. And under every component or every area where you will be evaluated and given a percentage or numbering, based on that you will understand that where you can improve. And then after the process, we are anyway there for you. So we will again do the process after 1 year, so that you will again evaluate, okay, this is where I stood last year, this is where I am here, so that we can understand, okay, what areas we have developed. No, okay, now where do we stand? So things like that. And then would like to thank all the volunteers who have helped to reach out and to do that. So now I open the floor for questions. Anybody has questions can please shoot here. Please. Okay. So guys, any questions? Induleka, Chandana, you guys have any questions?
Yeah, actually, at the end of second year, you said there will be like in December we will have interviews, or we have to prepare our resume, CV, and all that.
Yeah.
But being in second year, and I think you would have known that civil engineers will be taught even AutoCAD in sixth semester. That is
Okay.
in the third year. So what
Okay.
is that we have to know before this interviews and all that? Because we are just in second year, finishing our first semester in core branch.
Okay. Good question. Anybody else has got similar question? Fine, Chandana. So Chandana, the point here is that how are you presenting yourself is what we need to learn. Okay. So interview is not always about your branch. So interview is not about, okay, I have learned about AutoCAD in my sixth semester. So what will you ask? So interview is not are always not about what is this called? What technical questions they ask. Interview is always about how do I convince the interviewers with the questions which they ask. For example, they will simply ask you, you please tell me about yourself. It's a basic question, right, Chandana?
Yeah.
So if you ask in second year, that's the same question. Third year, the same question. Final year, the same question. I was telling, I just had an interview with KPMG 2 weeks back. I got through it. Yeah. So even after 15 years of my job experience, I will be asked the same question. So it is about how do you put it. So everybody says, sir, I am good morning. I am Varun. I was born in Andhra Pradesh. My father has got 2 children. I am first children. My second sister. We went to the school. So everybody says the same thing. But that is not the way to be told. I'm just telling you an example. That's not the way to be told that about tell me about yourself. What you should tell is that, see, what is your name? Where are you from? It's already given in your CV. So what is that which you are supposed to tell is that, sir, I had so in our 10th standard or 12th standard or in engineering, I was given this project. And then this is how I handled it. Or I had a challenging environment, or I was having a challenge like this. So this is how I overcome the challenge. So what is the differentiating factor was that you faced a problem, or you faced a situation, or what is that you are different from others? How is that you've been a successful guy or a girl in life? Or this is a wonderful platform, wonderful time of an interview wherein you can sell yourself. You got the point, Chandana? So these are the finer points which we need to be taught and learned in the interview. So we do understand that second year has got limited exposure for the technical concepts, but a second point, what interviewers look at it is, it's not just how many subjects you have learned. For example, I was asked, what is your favorite subject? I told building technology was actually one of my favorite subjects even now today. So they start asking the questions in building technology. How well I could answer. So I was able to answer almost all the questions what they've asked. So that shows that what is the confidence I have, and what is the uh, Pakkad means how well I am thorough with the subject of what I love the subject or what I'm good at. Well, I'm saying that this is where I'm good at, so I should be good at. So, for example, if you are asked to tell me what is a subject which you are good at, or what subject you like in the interview, then you can say what are the subjects you studied in the first sem of your second year, third sem, or even first year. Even engineering mechanics, I think, is been taught in first year. That's one of the very key subjects for civil engineers. So, how good you are at it, and then how well you are able to convince the interviewers. I hope I answered your question, Chandana. Yeah, Chandana. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any other question? Guys, you have any other question? So fine. So see, a lot of second years are thinking that it's too early for us, or is it required for me to get into this? See, there is nothing called you should compulsorily do this or something. Not required, or you will help us only if you join this course. No, nothing like that. It is just that you are getting a platform for you to test yourself, to understand where are you right now in terms of placement process. If we are here to help you, you are welcome at any point of time. We are, again, I'm repeating, we are here not for what you call that commercial. We want you to flourish well in your life. We want you to become better in life. So this is one of the thing which driven me in the reason why I became a placement rep in civil engineering. Usually, it's not like that, but usually what happens is that when you compare with Comsci batches and civil engineering, this is the computer science have a better or job percentage, or salary, or percentage of placements, but civil have got comparatively not that great is what the notion, but it's not right always. It's not right all the time. So at that time, what made me uh, you know to be a placement representative was because I want to make sure that all my classmates gets a very good better job. So I have called up the maximum number of companies, called up, call, and that is a year we got the best number of placements in the history of NIT Calicut. So my understanding was that if my students, if my classmates become better, then their families become better, then the whole nation becomes better. So here we are trying to help students. That is the real intent what we have. We don't want to so this is not driven for commercial. I'm repeating again. So done. So we have a question here saying that what is the common thing that you have seen in most of the candidates, common thing that most of the candidates lacking? Okay, most of the candidates, what they're lacking is the confidence. As simple as that. It's confidence or not having the experience of giving interviews. So once you get experience more and more, you will be, of course, you should not take things lightly, or you should not become overconfident or something. But you have to be cautious and conscious of what to answer, what not to answer, how not to answer. So, and and then once you start practicing truth, you see, people say that no, before going for a presentation or an interview, you talk to yourself in front of the mirror. So the whole process is here meant to be reflection for your own performance of the interview. So that is where we are trying to help you out in that way. I hope I answered you. Your name is not here as IMP, it's there in your name. Okay. Any other questions you guys have got? Techno in focus, how to get internships in civil engineering? Okay, I'll answer the question on that. Shiva Shankar is asking a question, sir. Will Skillcraft help us in general aspects of an interview or the technical aspect of the subject as well? In both ways, both technical uh, uh, as well as your general aspects. So there will be a guidelines given to the student as well as an interviewer. So interviewer, we will make sure that the interviewer, the branch based interviews also will happen. So the one of the panelists will be, for example, if it is civil engineer, the guy will be from civil engineer. If it is a mechanical engineer, the guy, one of the panelists, at least one of them will be from mechanical engineering. If it is a biotech, so one of them at least will be from biotech. So that things will be taken care. Because here, if you see, we don't know what type of jobs you would love to, get into. For example, you may prefer a software company, or you may prefer core companies. So the process will be simulate in such a way that you will be prepared well for both for software as well as your core subjects. No problem on that. Okay, we will take up the next question. Tippana. Tippana is asking, you guys, I would love to interact with you. I mean, good. Thank you for dropping a message here, but I would love to interact with you. Tippana is asking for for interview, good communication is better or good knowledge about subject. Okay, it's a good question. What is a language? What do you mean by language? Anybody, guys, anybody answer what is language?
A medium to help us convey ideas to each other.
Perfect. Language is a medium. I'm repeating exact words of Shiva. Language is just a medium through which you can communicate your ideas. As simple as that. So ideally, if you are able to communicate and drive through the point what you want to drive to the next person, that would be suffice. Anything above that is always better. If you have a better communication, you sometimes the right words you will have, if you have more communication, better communication, so that you can pick up the right words. But sometimes what happens is that somebody speaks very good hi-fi English, blah 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 blah, but if you doesn't drive the point, people can find out. It's not just English alone, it's the worth of communication what it matters. So Tippana, what I mean is, subject should always be required, and to drive the point you need to have at least basic communications skills. Okay, let me take up the next question. You have to type your name next. You are saying I important. A guy called important. Yeah, you are very important to all of us, no doubt about. I have a poor communication skills. Like my English starts with etc. And means is a very common word, and I have used. So you can help me in the area. What steps I need to take it from now? Fine. See, all of us are born in India. In India, everybody has got their own mother tongue. That is one. Second thing is that mother tongue has an influence in our English. If somebody speaks English, I can find out he's a Malayali, he's a Tamilian, he's an Andhra, he's a Kannadiga, or he's from Northeast, he's a Bengali, he's a Odia. We can find out. I can find out. Because I've been working throughout India. I've been interacting with many colleagues from different states, from college, during college, wherever. Over the period of time, I could find out. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are all are born with our mother tongues, and and nothing is impossible. And you are still, I believe, you are still in second year, and you still have long time to go. You just started your second year. You have still 2.5 years left. 2.5 years is a huge amount of time. So when I came to the campus, my English was also same thing. Now I've improved, but just that you have to consciously put effort. Good that you have, see, there's again a saying, finding the problem is 50% of the solution. A lot of people does not even know what the problem is. So good, very good that you have identified that you have an issue. Now let's work together. Not a problem. We can work together. Not a problem. So Vishwajit was asking, I need your name, not just thank you. Huh? Okay. Vishwajit Kumar is asking, can we direct contact Skillcraft or any other alumni, and how? Yeah, you can reach out to us. My number is 9686789429. You guys can drop a WhatsApp message, and when we can find out suitable time, and we can interact with each other. Not a problem. I repeat, my contact number is 9686789429, or I can type it. Hemant or Balaji, you can type my number in the chat, so that both here and in YouTube, anybody can want to contact. They can contact us anytime. No problem. Weekends would be preferable, and until and unless it's very urgent, we can catch up after office hours or something. No doubt about it. Fine. So any other questions? 1 minute. One more question I have. Techno in focus. How to get internships in civil engineering? Okay, it's a good question. So when I was in second year, at that time, right now what A hostel we have, that was not the exact A hostel. So there was an old building, and which is connected with a new building. So the new building was being constructed. So I used to go every day in the evening, sit there and watch what was happening. What I meant was, it's good that we can reach out to companies and ask them that I'm an engineering student of second year, and during this time I would like to take internships in your organization. Paid, good and well and good. If not paid, at least I would love to work for free. So you can go out to them and reach out, and then and civil engineering students are the one of the what do you call that, easiest way of getting internships for civil engineering compared to other branches. Good. If companies are giving, good. If companies are not giving, or you're not able to reach out, seniors are there, we are there, we have few contacts, and through our contacts we will try to, I'm not saying that we are guaranteeing something, we will put our effort. You give us enough amount of time so that we can reach out to you, and let us know the areas where, preferable areas where you would love to do your internships, and we can reach out through our alumni network. And in case if somebody is very willing to help in the locations where you preferable locations, then yes. But nonetheless, in case if things are not happening, or somehow for some reason things didn't click, that doesn't stop you to learn internship. I still one of the movies with what I like is Three Idiots. So the Amir Khan goes to every classroom to learn things. It's not like opportunity should come to us, we should go to the opportunity. That shows how much passionate, how much interested we are in. So this could be one of our points in our interview. Sir, somehow we couldn't get my internships. So that didn't stop me. So how I solved is that, okay, I was going and learning from here. There was a construction happening there. So I went there. I was going there. Okay, this is what they are doing. So they were doing 8 mm rods, 12 mm rods. So, or the column size was this. So the column size was rectangular or column, or this was the cover they were giving. So these things can be learned. Nobody will stop you learning. We ourselves are the bottlenecks. As I told you in the beginning, we ourselves are the bottlenecks for our growth. We should be intelligent enough to break the barriers of our bottleneck for our growth. Okay, got it. So any other questions, guys? So please do let me know. And then Skillcraft, I thank all the volunteers of Skillcraft. This is the program done by students to the students of NIT Calicut. So the students will reach out to you, and then feel free to be part of the team. And if anybody, and I also would love to, ask or request all of you, how many of you would love to come forward and be a volunteer to Skillcraft? That will be of great help. So what we wanted, the volunteers, in the sense, the role of volunteers is to help students to conduct such programs. Anything programs regarding your professional growth, your personal growth, your technical growth. So we would love to have technical symposiums. No, we would love to have to do what you call professional programs like leadership. That is presentation skills if you want, communication skills if you want, or help you to get the better projects, or in your personal growth. For example, sometimes our habits bogs down to, or our habits pull us down. So how do I develop a better habits? We can have a session on improving our habits, or we can have a session on our leadership skills. We can have a session on a designing thinking. So a lot of things we can have. All you have to guys tell me is that 10-15 students of you can come together saying that, sir, we wanted this skill to be developed. You let me know, give me some time. We will reach out to the best people around our alum network. We can pull him down and says, guys, this is what students want. This is guys wanted to learn these things. We can uh, pitch up. For example, I think if I'm right, there was a request saying that we need a sessions on a course on AI, artificial intelligence, and other things. So I think one of the senior who is working right now, I think so it's TCS. His name is Madan. He's a civil engineering working with the IT company on artificial intelligence and analytics. So he's about to take a session on that. Not a session, it's a course being designed, by the NIT Calicut alum for the students, because it requested by the students. So we are coming, with the course, very soon. We just little worried saying that you guys are too much loaded. That's a concern. Earlier we had very good personal time. I used to play cricket every day evening and things like that. I don't know how you guys are managing your time, guys. I should say happy, or I should say pity about it. Anyways, there's no choice for you guys. Done. So any other questions you guys have got? If no, then again, I'm repeating, my number is being dropped in the comment section. And what you call that, you guys can reach out to me, and then over the period of time we'll connect every student. Whoever wants to have a mentorship program, they can be part. Let us know, so that we can connect you to the senior as much as possible, close to their mechanical senior, or a branch wise mentorship as much as possible. It's just that not sure how many people we can map to things like that. That has to be looked into it. But having said that, we will try our best so that you guys can become better and settle well and be happy. That's all we want. With that, I end for today, and hope you had a good time, or I thank you for joining it, because 1 hour taking out time and investing for this, for your betterment, not many people do that. You are one of the that sect, or one of that uh, guys who are